Eating Fans, Dateline, New York. Beautiful Brian, beautifulbrian.com. We have here the man, Big Brian Subich. Brian, how are you today?
I'm good, Brian. How you doing? I noticed, though, that you're wearing the same shirt that you had on about 3 years ago when you interviewed Brad Shullo.
I'm aware of that.
I mean, have you washed it in that period of time?
No, but I'm aware of that also.
Okay.
Brian, let's talk a little bit about Brad Shullo.
Some guy by the name of the Lunatic?
Yeah. Did I pronounce his name right?
I think that's correct.
Okay, whatever. Apparently, there seems to be some problems with him. I interviewed him 3 years ago in this, well, not this very same spot, but about a mile or so away. And Brian, set the stage. Apparently, there was some problems at the Wachovia Center in January of 2010, where you and your entourage, Brad's entourage, you were part of Brad's entourage, and apparently he pulled a real fast one on you. Set the scene.
Well, you know, Brad had entered Wing Bowl, and, you know, as Major League Eaters, we don't compete in Wing Bowl currently. He had asked me to be involved in his entourage and get some guys together, and at the last minute, the guy pulled out on us. I mean, he was, you know, he was a no-show. I don't know if he was afraid of Furious Pete or, God forbid, U.S. Female. I mean, he couldn't be afraid of U.S. Female, but I'm assuming that's the only thing that it could have been.
So, Brian, you and several of Brad's friends, or part of the entourage, showed up, and an act of the most humane faith possible, and he just decided to just not show up and stand up, just stand you up just like that.
Yeah, that's about what he did. The guy, you know, called I had to track him down literally hours before the contest, the night before. You know, he was wishy-washy. They want, you know, the fix is in. They're going to give it to Furious Pete. He was moaning and complaining like a little girl. What that was about, I don't know. But in the end of at the end of the day, I mean, obviously Furious Pete didn't win it, so his assumptions were obviously completely off the mark and incorrect.
So, would you compare that to going to a wedding or somebody's bar mitzvah, getting them a present, a cash present, and just like sort of tossing it on the side and saying, ha 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 ha, what a jackass?
Well, you know, it certainly is not the politest thing in the world to do, to stand somebody up, especially hours before when people got to call off work, and, you know, call ahead of time and make plans, and, you know,
that is a disgrace. I mean, if I had a tissue in my hand right now, I'm crying inside.
I know you are.
I know, you know, it doesn't look like the tears are pouring out, but inside I'm really flabbergasted.
I know you've expressed that you were heartbroken about it to me before. And I do appreciate that. I mean, if not for the shirt that you haven't washed in 3 years, I may even give you a hug.
No need for that, Brian. Let's talk a little bit about this other character, this guy who goes by the name of U.S. Female, okay? A very arrogant, boisterous, obnoxious, braggart, basically, in my opinion, a big jerk-off. Do you agree?
Well, U.S. Female, you know, last year at this time we were here, and he bragged about beating me at Wings here, and I told him, well, I see you here next year. You know, well, I see you, because we were 1-1 head-to-head. He had beaten me. I had beat him the year before. He had beaten me last year, and I says, hey, we need to have a tiebreaker. So today I've been from one end of Buffalo to the other end of Buffalo, and I can't find U.S. Male anywhere. I mean,
female, you mean?
U.S. Female. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me. Now I know that you know, he went and did. He's been doing things with some other organization. I don't even know what that's about. But he's not here today. Obviously, he's not competing, and so I would. I don't like him. I would only have to assume that makes me the winner.
Absolutely, it definitely makes you the winner. I remember 3 years ago in this very same place, the both of you nearly went head-to-head, and he couldn't even have the balls to throw a punch. All he could do was get in your face. You got something to say to me? You got something to say to me? Talking to me? You talking to me? You're going down, man. Oh, yeah? You are going down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Take off the hat. We'll see what happens.
You're going down. All right, it appears that the U.S. Male and Brian Subich are, I mean, if you call that fighting, He's certainly not WF material.
No, I mean, you know, he showed up with the Army hat cocked to the side, and you know, and he wanted a piece of me. But lo and behold, the day he got all fired up was the day I beat him.
Well,
so
you were actually more intimidating than anything when you told him to take off that hat. That was kind of scary, man.
yeah,
And you are bigger, and you are bigger than him too.
well, it doesn't take much to be bigger than U.S. female.
A very good point. A very good point indeed.
Yeah, so he's not here today. I guess that makes me the winner.
How do you think you'll do in this contest?
You know, the ultimate goal today, obviously, is to you know, eat as many wings as possible. However, today I'm eating for charity. I'm eating for the St. Vincent de Paul Food Bank in my own hometown. I have people who have pledged money per wing. So ultimately, to me, it's eat as many as I can to raise as much money for the food bank. And whatever happens, you know, as far as first, second, third, or whatever, that comes secondary today.
Is there a website we can go to donate that money, or let the fans know out there?
Well, you can certainly contact me on Facebook, Brian Subich at Facebook, and you know, contact me there, leave me a message, and I will certainly give you the information on how to donate. You know, every dollar goes, you know, towards a good cause. You know, every single penny is going right to the food bank itself.
Did you hear that, eating fans? Did you hear that? This comes from the man, Big Brian Subich. He knows where it's at, and he knows how to take care of people. The homeless, the needy, the unfortunate, as well as the fortunate, and the ones that are not too right up there in the head. Brian, a pleasure talking.
Thanks, Brian. Good to see you here again. And if you need a couple quarters to wash that shirt in the laundromat, let me know.
I might take you up on that offer a little bit later on, but we'll talk about it after the camera.
Sounds good.
See you later.